So can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So what is this problem? This is a different system, so Savanthi, can you hear me? Hello, Naveen from SAP Solutions. Let me ping them. Meanwhile, okay, let me try it on the other system. Okay, so today we'll try it out. The exception handling. So we'll learn how to create the exceptions in warehouse, and how to apply those particular the exceptions also. So what kind of exceptions you may face it in the warehouse? Suppose assuming that you are trying to receive it. Sorry?
The quantity that we receive is actually in less numbers.
Sorry, yeah. So first is that the quantity differences, that is the one thing. Suppose when I assuming that I did that box of 10 quantity, but actually the deconsolidation, when I open a box, I found that the quantity is actually differences also, or sometimes the bin is the occupied also, or sometimes the destination box might be corrupted, so I just want to change that the HU also. So or sometimes I just want to change that the batch also, or it may be like I try to pick a stock, but the stock might be blocked also, so pick denial, or it may be the bin denial also. So we may have the various exceptions that are possible in a warehouse also, or even I want to put even a custom exceptions also, which we can create it, and then I can trigger our own activities also. So for every exception code, see here, for every exception code, system, internally, every exception code, carries a something called as the context. So what is this context means? In which environment, you can apply that the exception. That means suppose see here, in RF only, so in RF, exception should be allowed, but okay, not in the desktop. Okay, or same thing in the vice versa also. That means the exception, okay, if they want to enter it, they should only in the desktop, okay, but not in, okay, the RF also. Is it clear now? So every exception, okay, it is going to contain, okay, every exception is going to contain the context, okay, that is the one actually which drives that, okay, in what scenarios, okay, you want to apply that particular exception also. So this context is, okay, the 99.9%, okay, this is delivered by SAP and this is more than enough, okay, for you, okay, to handle it also. Okay, now, yeah, yes?
Can you tell one real life example for these exceptions?
Okay, let's take that, okay, I got an inbound delivery, okay, in a box, okay, right, now, the vendor is actually sent as a ASN that, okay, 10 pieces are there in the box. Okay, now you created, okay, the put away task also, assuming, now you send it to the deconsolidation station, the box, okay, assuming that, okay, 10 fish and, okay, the 10 kg of meat came. Okay, the vendor said, okay, but when you put it on your scale, actually, it's only, okay, 9 kgs only, or, okay, it may be 9 pieces only, or anything. Is it clear now?
Uh-huh.
So what do you want to do now? See, my delivery says that, okay, 10 pieces, okay, and okay, I did the GR of 10 pieces also. Now, okay, when I opened the actual box, okay, I found only 9 pieces. What you want to do?
You want to somehow track this one in from the vendor.
Exactly. So how do you track it? First of all, if you want to track means first you have to adjust you have to update in your inbound delivery so that, okay, the balance, okay, will be reflected back to ERP.
Okay.
Then only, okay, you will have that, okay, the quantity, okay, the correction. That is one kind of exception. Quantity is one common exception in the warehouse operations. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Or, okay, instead of 10 pieces, okay, the vendor, okay, sent 11 pieces also sometimes. Okay, and another thing, okay, you try to put a stock in a particular bin, okay, assuming that, okay, that bin is not clean. Let's say this example. What do you want to do? Okay, see, okay, assuming that, okay, I'm doing the pharma industry. See, okay, I'm working in a pharma industry, okay, my put away task actually proposed me bin, but actually when my warehouse worker, okay, tried to put the goods into the particular bin, assuming that, okay, each bin is something like a refrigerator, okay, but, okay, the power supply is, okay, not working for the bin. Is it clear, Anand?
Yeah.
So, now, okay, if I put an exception, see here, now the warehouse worker, okay, if you put an exception, okay, it has to propose a new bin, okay, and as well as, okay, it should create, okay, it should send a mail, okay, to maintenance department.
Right.
Huh? Is it clear? This is actually, okay, one of the requirement from a pharma industry. Because, okay, they store it, okay, everything in like a big refrigerator containers, okay, and everything is a bin to them.
Okay.
Is it clear now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sometimes, okay, you expected a batch, okay, but when you open the batch, okay, it turned out to be a different batch also, okay. Okay, so any process, okay, which is expected, but, okay, if it did not, okay, go as per the scenario, then, okay, it's an exception, and then it has to be recorded in the warehouse.
Okay.
Okay. So today, okay, anyway, I cannot show that thing to you, but, okay, I can configure that exception to you, and then, okay, I can show you, okay, how you can use, okay, the exceptions in the warehouse, okay. So you can just go to that, okay, the SPRO, IMG, extended warehouse management process, okay. So exception management, okay, comes under the section, okay, the cross process settings. So under the cross process settings, okay, you have, okay, the exception handling. So here, okay, the most of the times, okay, you have, okay, you can define, okay, your own exception codes, or most of the times, okay, the standard delivery exceptions itself, okay, should be good enough. And, okay, the business context is also, okay, already delivered by SAP. So if you want it, you can create your own business context also, but it's not required, I can say. Okay, suppose you can you see here now if you found an additional product also, or okay, it's a big bin denial, or okay, the full bin denial, so, or only okay, you're supposed to okay pick the quantity of 5, but okay, only the in the particular bin when he goes there, okay, only the quantity of 2 is only available. So whether you want a full pick denial or whether you want a partial pick denial also, or assuming that okay, he tried to pick from a particular bin, okay, but okay, the bin is locked also. So these are the things. Or sometimes okay, what actually I tried to pick from a particular bin, but the stock is not available. So the subsequent, okay, it has to even trigger the replenishment also. Yeah.
Sini,
Yeah.
actually the bin is locked means the system is locked, right? It's
Yes,
physically
the bin status,
go
the
and
bin
pick.
status.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Or okay, the system may be locked, or okay, he can put that exception also directly. See, there are two options here now.
Because he
Yeah.
can pick it, but the system is not allowing to.
Yeah, that is one thing.
He cannot create the pick list.
Yeah, that is one thing. Okay, but assuming that physically also the bin is locked.
Okay.
Srini,
Yeah.
Satya, one question like same thing if I have an SAP R3,
Uh-huh.
how we are handling it?
As of
And what
now,
is
you can-
difference between R3 and EWM? What is difference? Like how we manage both in a different way in different system?
See, R3 also you have the same thing, okay, you can put the exceptions in the warehouse, but you don't have that much sophisticated functionality.
Okay.
Yeah, but in R3, WM also you
means
can
that-
put the exceptions.
Just hold on. Like I got and I was doing a TO confirmation
Uh-huh.
in SAP R3.
Okay.
I got a TO is like a bin is blocked. I will get a message something.
Yeah.
So this the next action for me. I have to go and remove the bin blocking. Correct.
But here, okay, what actually you can do is that, okay, when the warehouse worker is executing it, okay, system can, okay, even create a new warehouse task and then it can propose a new bin to him automatically.
Okay.
So it is like, okay, much more advanced functionalities you can add it here.
So in the ECC we don't have that function.
Yeah, you don't have it actually.
Okay.
You need to write a custom code there. Okay, now you can see that, okay, yeah, we're actually, okay, it has to be find out, okay. Now, these are all, okay, the sum of that, okay, the standard, okay, the exceptions, okay, which are, okay, provided by SAP, okay. But if you want it, okay, you can just, okay, create, okay, your own exceptions also. Suppose, can you see here now, you can find it out, okay, the change the destination bin also. Where is that thing? Okay, you can see here, CHBD also. Or, okay, if you want to change that, okay, the destination HO also. So you can just define it, okay, the whatever the exceptions, okay, you like it here. Now, suppose, okay, even, okay, for our warehouse, okay, if I want to define that exception, okay, now I can just, okay, copy this thing, okay. Now, because, okay, we don't have EHYD here, okay, I can use, okay, that Suraj warehouse here, okay, Y900, okay. Now, oh, it's already available in Y900, okay, that's good, okay. So, let me take you to the Y900 CHBD. I think Suraj already mentioned that thing. So Y900 CHBD. Okay, see here. Now, if you go to that particular exception code, go to the maintain the process parameter. What happened? Oh, multiple entries got selected or what? Let me go back and come again because, okay, in this. Okay, so going to the position for Y900, okay, and then, okay, the exception. Okay, now if you go here, okay, define that, okay, the exception code. Okay, can you see here now? This is something called as, okay, the business context. Okay, so what is this business context? Okay, the drives is that, okay, in which environment, okay, you can apply that, okay, the exception. Assuming that, okay, only the HU warehouse task only it has to be allowed. Okay, so you can just put it here also. Can you see here now? Whether it is to confirm the warehouse task, only it has to be allowed only in the put away only, or it has to be allowed only in the stock removal only, or only in the labor task only it has to be allowed, or okay, only in the material flow system, okay, when you are controlling the conveyor, okay, then only this exception, okay, it has to be allowed. Okay, so you can always specify that, okay, in which business context, okay, it is allowed. Okay, now suppose see here, okay, in the put away, confirm the warehouse task, okay, for the put away. Now, if you look at, okay, the step was the one, okay, which drives that, okay, whether you want to do it in the RF or, okay, whether you want to do it in the desktop also. Okay, now, can you see here now? So what is meant by that 4? Okay, you can see that, okay, the RF, okay, the HU warehouse task on the target data. Okay, or as well as, okay, the RF, okay, the product warehouse task. So you cannot use this thing, okay, this exception in the desktop environment. Anand, is it clear?
Yeah.
Hello? Okay, so suppose, okay,
Yeah.
if you want to use this exception, yeah, suppose, okay, if you want to use this exception, okay, even for the desktop environment also. So what you can do is that, okay, just simply, okay, copy this thing, and now confirm the warehouse task for the put away. Now you just, okay, select that, okay, the execution step also. So in the execution step, what I want to select is that, okay, the desktop, okay, the product warehouse task. Okay, now, okay, copy all. Okay, now just, okay, save this thing. Now let us go to that, okay, we will try to find, okay, one of the warehouse task, okay, and then, okay, let us try to confirm it in the Y900 warehouse, okay, with this exception. Let me try to find out if I have any open warehouse task. Okay, so /n, okay.
Continue.
Yep.
So once we define this custom exception codes,
Yeah.
do we have to do programming behind that, or we don't really configuration only be?
If you want to trigger any custom actions apart from SAP defined, you need to do the coding. I'll just show you that thing, okay, how to do that thing also, okay. Okay, so now I'm just, okay, see here in the warehouse Y900, I just want to find any open warehouse task are there in Suraj warehouse.
Less possibility.
No warehouse tasks?
No open warehouse.
No, there are something, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so from GR zone, okay, to the sample bin, okay, it is there, okay, now, okay, let me try to, okay, if I want to put that exception, okay, now you can put it, okay, this confirmation, you can put it in the RF, or, okay, you can put it in the desktop also. So, now, okay, so the actual, okay, the system is, okay, trying to send it, okay, to the bin, okay, sample. Now I just want to change that bin. Okay, suppose let's try to, okay, if you just, okay, try to change the bin, okay, to sample 01. Okay, sorry, what is that other bin? Sample, do you remember, Suraj? Okay, other warehouse, other bins. Oh, you don't have any other bin, okay.
No, I have in other storage type.
Yeah, please, can you just tell me on which storage type you have it?
0010. You can have sample. Here you have.
Yeah. So I just want, okay, use, okay, this particular bin, okay. So it is like, okay, the bin changing only. If I just try to confirm, okay, now the system actually, okay, it has to, okay, throw that, okay, the error also. Oh,
put exception.
oh, it's a, no, is it the HU is mandatory here in this particular storage type?
Oh, I want to know. No.
Yeah, it may be HU managed.
Possible. Bin.
Okay, so let me try to take, okay, from which bin, okay. So
There
let
is
me
bin
try to-
01. Bin 01.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so now, okay, we just try to change that thing. Now, if I just try to confirm, okay, the system, okay, should throw me an error, okay. Changing the destination bin is allowed only with the corresponding, okay, the exception code only. So, you just, okay, defined, okay, the exception code, okay, the CHBD. Okay, now I can just, okay, put that, okay, the right exception code, and these exception codes, okay, I can even, okay, put it in that, okay, the monitor also. In the monitor also we can see that, okay, what are all the exception codes, okay, that got triggered, everything. Now, okay, what actually, okay, I just want to do is that, okay, whenever, okay, if this, okay, whenever if I trigger this exception, okay, the, oh, okay, anyway, this is, okay, the error posting the goods receipt in storage warehouse, okay.
Not in my warehouse. It's on the system.
Yeah.
Every warehouse.
Okay. So, okay. Now, anyway, that is a second thing, but okay, that error, okay, which you should not get it is the first thing is that, okay, you can always, okay, change any of the data in the warehouse task, okay, only that, okay, using the appropriate, okay, exception, okay, that is one thing, okay. Now, every exception code, I was talking about these things, right? Okay, so what are all the things, okay, every exception code contains, okay, first of all, okay, it contains a business context, okay. So what the business context carries it, first of all, in what scenario, see here, okay, in what scenario you can apply this particular, okay, the exception, okay. Now, every exception, okay, is internally linked, okay, into the internal exception code. Okay, so this is a one, okay, which is delivered by SAP, okay, for standard scenarios, okay. Suppose example means what actually? Suppose, okay, in case of, okay, the partial, okay, the pick denial, okay, system, okay, has to trigger, okay, the replenishment. Okay, other thing is that, okay, in case of, okay, the full pick denial, okay, adjust the delivery to 0 and update, okay, the ERP also, okay, or adjust the EWM delivery only and do that, okay, the goods issue with 0 quantity, so that, okay, ERP will do the delivery split automatically. Okay, so these are, okay, that, okay, the some of, okay, the standard, okay, the provided, okay, the examples, okay, or, okay, let's take that, okay, I'm using, okay, the conveyor belts, okay. So at assuming that, okay, one conveyor belt actually, okay, went wrong also, okay, conveyor, okay, went wrong, so the system, okay, has to find, okay, the alternative path to move the goods, okay, into the final bins also. So these are the things, okay, which are most of the, okay, these are the for the standard scenarios, okay, SAP delivered a lot of exceptions with the which corresponding, okay, with the internal exception codes also. Yeah, somebody having some question?
Yeah,
See, what is the use of internal exception code?
Okay, internal exception code is the one which triggers these activities.
Means each whatever external or exception code has the internal one, correct?
Yeah, every exception code, okay, if you want it, okay, you can link it to the internal exception code so that, okay, it will do your work and as well as, okay, it will do the system work also.
Okay, suppose we did not link it, then what will happen?
Okay, then only your part of the code only it will be triggered.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
So-
built-in options, if you want to use it, then we got to link with the internal exception code.
Yes. So that is the reason, okay, the internal exception code is always, okay, linked to the standard exception codes which are already provided by SAP.
Okay.
Okay, so that's why SAP already contains, okay, almost, okay, maybe some 40 to 50 exceptions which are like, okay, the enough for normal warehouse operations. Okay.
Srini,
So, yeah.
Srini,
Yeah.
can you
one
show us one
question.
internal exception?
Yeah, that's what, okay, I'm just, okay, going to the menu path. Okay, now, suppose see here, okay, let us go to the, okay, the pick denial. Okay, what will happen, okay, in the case of, okay, the pick denial. Okay, where is my, okay, the Y900?
Srini, I have a question. Could you open that notepad?
Yep.
So when you're saying that all these are standard, let's say for example the first one, partial pick denial system has to trigger replenishment.
Yes.
So what if the replenish, so we have to make sure that replenishment strategy for that storage type and storage bin is already
Of course, you should maintain it in the material master for the storage type view.
Okay, so everything, okay, alright,
Okay.
I see.
Then, okay, then system, okay, will instead of you go and, okay, create a replenishment warehouse task.
Okay,
System,
like manually
okay.
we are running the replenishment transaction, from
Yes.
there itself it will run in the background.
Exactly. See, as of now, okay, what you are doing is that, okay, you are, okay, going to the replenishment run, okay, you are checking that, okay, the quantity go down, okay, all those things. But assuming, okay, I am a warehouse worker.
Okay.
Okay, let us take this example. Okay, what are all the scenarios, okay, the system, okay, it has to do. Okay, I am a warehouse worker. I assigned, okay, asked him to pick a quantity of 10 pieces, okay, from a particular bin. Okay, now he went to the bin, okay, but, okay, in that bin, okay, only 2 quantities available. So what are the things, okay, you want to do as a warehouse worker? You are a warehouse supervisor. Okay, so what is the best way, okay, you can just, what all things you can decide it now?
So let's say as soon as I pick those 2 quantities, my bin is empty, a replenishment task will get created.
Okay, that is one thing. Okay, that is, okay, the one thing.
Yeah.
So, but, okay, yeah, assuming that, okay, you are working in a food industry, I always, okay, want to use my worker, okay. Okay, so I always want to use.
You have to create exception, correct? Why
Yeah, that
this
is
one
a,
has
yeah.
2 quantity? What is,
Yeah,
that's
see,
many.
no, that is exception, okay, he will put it and then he confirms the 2 quantity, that is okay.
Okay.
Okay, so that is one thing, but what else you have to do it? The picker is
After
already
that,
there. Wait. In the next bin, okay, the quantity is available. See, in the next bin, okay, which is actually the next to the quantity of 2, okay, next to the quantity 2, okay, I have a lot of quantity available. So, I want to make sure that, okay, the worker, okay, it should immediately tell him that, okay, the stock is available, boss, the next bin, please pick from there.
Okay.
Okay, is it clear now?
Yeah. That's clear, Srini.
Pick from next bin for remaining, right? Only
Yeah.
8 quantity.
So how the system can propose that next bin? Only the system, okay, internally has to create a warehouse task and then put it in a warehouse order, and then it has to go to that right user, okay, who got that exception.
Okay.
Is it clear now?
Okay. So,
Srini, one
Srini, this next bin proposal would be based on the standard configuration of search sequence and stuff?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Because, okay, it has to, okay, based on the, because you might have configured, okay, the quantity classification in the quantity may be in the boxes which the user should not pick it up for the pieces also.
Okay.
Okay,
see your
so
point.
Can you simulate one inbound with the exception?
Yeah, that's what, okay, we just try to
Because outbound
confirm
we
with-
did not come to that area.
Yeah.
You
I'm just,
simulate
okay,
the system,
yeah,
it will be more
yeah,
useful.
in the inbound, okay, I just try to see, as of now, I try to change the exception, okay, but in the Y900, okay, the GR error is there, I cannot confirm the task.
Okay.
Okay,
Srini, one question here.
yeah,
Think for it like with the exception handling, we can change the delivery. Okay.
yeah,
If I want to change the shipment also, I want to remove my delivery from the shipment. Is it possible?
no, because shipment we don't have any link.
Yeah.
So only for delivery level we can control it, correct?
Yes.
And I think for SAP R3 we have two only exceptional. One is a differential posting and second is change the bin, correct?
No. See, adjusting the delivery, okay, I can do two things, okay. When I say the word, okay, adjusting the delivery, I can just adjust the delivery in EWM alone. Later, okay, when the quantity is available, okay, I can go and okay, adjust it back to in EWM alone.
Okay.
That is one way of adjusting it. Other way of adjusting is that adjust it in EWM and as well as send back the changes to ERP also.
It's clear to me. The only with shipment we cannot do it, correct?
Yeah. Okay,
But,
so the delivery adjustment is
but in some cases we can create outbound without ERP, right?
Sorry?
We don't need ERP too, right? Sometimes we can create.
Yeah, you can do that thing also. Okay, now, okay, is it clear now? Abhi, okay, what are all the scenarios it's possible also?
Yes.
Okay, now, one more scenario, okay, this is okay, the triggering the replenishment also, and then okay, we're proposing an alternative bin also. Right, okay. So now, if you go to that, okay, the partial, okay, the pick denial, okay, plus replenishment, okay, can you just, okay, go here?
No, I cannot go here.
Now, suppose see here, okay, in the confirm the warehouse task, okay, in the stock removal, if you look at, okay, the process parameters, can you see here now? The system internally contains a process code. Okay, this is all, okay, the SAP delivered code is internally available. Okay, so if you look at, okay, the DPRP, okay.
Kanan,
Hey, Kanan, can you?
See that,
can you
okay?
please mute it? Hey, Kanan.
Okay, so this particular internal process code, okay, system will trigger it and then, okay, it will do all the activities to you automatically. Can you see here there is a warehouse task, okay, for the SPLT also. Let us say that, okay, I assigned a worker, okay, a warehouse task of, okay, quantity of, okay, 10 pieces, okay, and I assume that, okay, he can handle that, okay, he can lift that, okay, the box. But when the actual warehouse worker, okay, try to lift the box, okay, assuming that, okay, my forklift, okay, could not, okay, lift all the 10 pieces also. Abhi. Anand, okay, you can see this requirement also, right? Okay, let's say that, okay, the 10 engines, okay, I just packed it in one box, okay, but are, okay, no, 2 boxes in one pallet, okay, but assuming that, okay, my worker, okay, or the forklift or the resource, okay, cannot handle all the 10 pieces also. So I can just, okay, put a SPLT exception so that, okay, if I put only a quantity of 5, okay, now the system, okay, it has to create, okay, the one more warehouse task, okay, for the remaining 5.
Okay.
Is it clear now? Can you see that what are all the business scenarios? If you think it off from the warehouse perspective, you can say that everything is useful here.
Srini,
Yeah.
for example, in this case, we need to configure something, for example, to create additional warehouse tasks for the remaining 5 quantity, or
No, system will do automatically.
it will do automatically?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, that's what, okay, what I can do is that, okay, we can create a put away warehouse task of quantity of 10 and then, okay, I can change the quantity to 5 and then put the exception SPLT.
Okay.
So for the remaining 5, system will create a warehouse task automatically.
Oh, okay.
Okay, with the same source and destination only. See, from S1, okay, see, from S1 to D1, okay, see, from S1 to D1, okay, there's a quantity of, okay, 10 pieces. If I use, okay, SPLT quantity of, okay, exception with a 5, so what system will do is that, okay, confirm the first task with a 5 quantity from S1 to D1 and create a new task, okay, a new task with a quantity of 5 again from S1 to D1.
So, Srini, I was thinking, can we use this functionality? Let's say, for example, if you remember, I sent you an email. Email.
Yep.
So, let's say if I have an order of 10 pallets, but I know I can only pick 2 pallets, I will put. So, will it create the new task for the 8 pallets? For
Yes,
the same
of course.
code?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, it can, yeah, it will do the same activity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Srini.
But did you
Sorry? Hello?
Srini. Yeah,
Yeah?
Kannan.
Yeah, Kannan.
Yeah, you are splitting again, but the same bin. What is the use of using that exception?
No. Okay, let us take this example. Okay. I got together 10 boxes. Okay, I asked you to carry from S1 to D1 in one shot. Okay.
Okay.
Now you are a lean guy. Okay, you cannot carry the 10 boxes in one shot.
Okay.
So what you want to do?
So system proposed this bin is a D1 with the 10 quantity, correct? 10 boxes.
Yeah.
So, but workers, they are confirming only 5 boxes in that location.
No. It's not okay. The worker is not confirming here. You are not getting my point. Okay. Let us take this example. Okay. I assign a activity. Okay. Let us take that. Okay. I have a forklift.
Okay.
Okay. I created a warehouse task. Okay.
Okay.
See here. Okay. Warehouse task. Okay, the 10 cages, okay, it has to 10 pieces are there, so each is a kg, so 10 pieces of this warehouse task.
Okay.
Now, when my forklift went there, okay, my forklift, okay, try to lift it, okay, assuming that, okay, there is a fault with my forklift, so it cannot, okay, lift 10 kgs. It can lift only 5 kgs only.
Okay.
So, what I want is that, okay, I can call one more forklift also.
Okay.
Or, okay, I can put this 5 in the destination and I can come back also.
Okay. This one is how your physical and system wise you are mapping. First you will put 5 into physical location, then you
Yes.
confirm with the exception, right?
Yes, you are right.
Then you, again you put again another 5 and you will confirm it.
No
But
exception.
the second one will be
Yes.
with new task.
Yes.
So Srini, it could be a new task but the same order or a different order?
Should be same.
Same.
It will belong to the same warehouse order only.
Okay.
Okay, no, it will create a new warehouse order.
New
Okay, sorry, it will
warehouse
create a
order,
new warehouse
Srini.
order.
Yeah.
Because, okay, it will create a new warehouse order. Why it is required is the new warehouse order is that, okay, let us take the same example. Okay, I want to assign the remaining 5 quantity to a different worker also.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is it clear now?
So the first order will get confirmed.
Yes. And then, okay, the remaining 5 I can
Every
assign the
task
worker.
when you create Srini, whenever
Yeah.
we create a task, automatically order also created, right?
Yes.
So means when you split, automatically it will create another order. You mean to say, right?
Yes.
Okay,
So
Srini,
when for the
I have a thing here. So
Uh-huh.
what's happening in one of the implementation? That's what I heard. Let's say you are actually making a base of the pallet. So you have to pick
yeah.
10 pieces. Now, when you are picking 10 pieces, you always want those 10 pieces to belong to one warehouse order. So let's say you have a warehouse task of 10 pieces, which is linked to a one warehouse order, and you go for a picking, but you find only 2 pieces.
Yeah.
So what they do, they wait for the replenishment to come and put those 8 pieces so that they can, make the base of 10 pieces.
Okay.
So, but what happens when they confirm these 2 pieces
Mm-hmm.
in the same warehouse task?
Okay.
The line item gets changed from 10 to 2, and it opens another line item of 8 pieces as a second line item.
Yeah.
So the idea behind is that there should be only one task associated to the one warehouse order.
See.
But you can change the line item from 10 to 2 and create another line item in the warehouse task to make it 8.
See.
So is that a function? Is that a standard config, or is that something they are doing with BADI or custom code?
No. See, it works. Okay, it works like this thing. Okay, assuming that you did the replenishment, and then you are creating a warehouse task also automatically immediately.
Correct.
Okay, so how do you know that it belongs to the same warehouse order? Okay, I can put the work back to the same worker. Okay, that I can do it. See, the worker never bothers about the warehouse order.
Yeah, I mean what I'm saying. Let's say I want in this particular case. Let's say I have a warehouse task of 10, but I am picking only 5.
Yeah.
So in my warehouse task, the line item, that particular first line item gets confirmed from 5, and it opens another line item with 5 next to it.
Yeah.
So that I know that I am still in the same warehouse order.
No, you are not in the warehouse, in the same warehouse order. Okay, see, that is okay. That is the possible with a different exception code. Okay, that is possible only with a bin denial or okay the partial pick denial exception. That is possible. In the partial pick denial only, it will put the things to the same warehouse order.
Okay.
You got my point, right?
Okay.
If you if you look at in this case. So okay, the partial pick denial, that's what I was trying to explain to you. Okay, see, let's take this example. He went to the bin, but only the quantity 2 is available. Okay, the option is that okay, can trigger a replenishment example. Otherwise, okay, I can confirm the exception with the quantity 2, and then for the remaining 8, there is a quantity available in the next bin. So system, it has to create a warehouse task, and this belongs to the same warehouse order in which my worker was working. And then it has to propose it.
Okay, now
when I say the right user means okay to the same user, okay, who actually want to finish his picking activity.
Okay.
So this is delivered by SAP standard.
Okay. Okay. So
you put has to create work order and work warehouse task and warehouse order means that is new one, right?
No. In this case, okay, the warehouse task, okay, because okay, you want to send the same work to the same user here.
But is order is a new order or a different number or not?
No, it will add. Okay, it will add to the same warehouse order in this case.
Okay.
It will see. It's basically okay. If you go to the monitor, okay, to a warehouse order, you can always add the warehouse tasks. I'll just show you. Actually, even manually also, if you want it, okay, once the warehouse task got created,
it will get a new task, but it will be in the same order.
Yes.
Okay.
Kannan, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, first to show the split one, then we can go to the next one.
Yeah, simple one, that will be better.
Yeah. Okay, so what you can do,
So you think for it like I'm doing like exception. Can I make an exception for customer to customer base something?
Customer to customer means what exactly?
Something like understand like I'm in warehouse and I'm doing it like maybe for me I'm doing for 5 customers. One customer is telling I don't want to do a partial picking. Second one is telling I'm okay with the partial picking also.
Okay. No, that you cannot control
like
it actually.
Yeah,
you have to put it only the custom code only here. Okay. So I'll just show you where you can put that exception also. Suppose see here, okay. Anyway, now, so every exception, okay, it contains an exception code and it may be linked to the internal process code, okay. That internal process code, okay, which is delivered by SAP, okay, to do okay some of the standard activities also.
I did not see how did you come this screen? That internal process code.
Okay, you just go here. Okay, this thing we are there, right, already?
Yes, right.
Now, in each business context, okay, I can link it to the internal exception code, okay. Or if you want to block an exception in a sense also, you can just block it here also, so that okay, the end users okay cannot put the exception anymore also. Okay. Now go to that okay the process parameters. So here is the place okay where you can find that okay the what is the corresponding internal process code. Now okay, can you see here that okay if I want okay to trigger the my own follow-on actions, okay, so user defined okay the follow-on actions, okay. So the user defined okay the follow-on actions, okay, what all things okay you can do is that okay the user defined follow-on actions, okay, you can trigger a workflow also, or okay you can trigger a alert, okay. Okay, so that okay you can inform okay somebody okay who is actually okay want to worry about that particular exception. So if you go to that, okay, the maintain the follow on exceptions, okay, can you see here now? There is no workflow available here. Okay, suppose let's take that, okay, whenever if I do that, okay, the change the destination bin, okay, I want to, okay, send an email to somebody also. So change the destination bin, okay, see here, okay, whenever if I do the change the destination bin, okay, I want to, okay, send a email to somebody also. So change the destination bin. Okay, so as of now, okay, there's not even any workflow is available here. So if you want it, okay, what is that thing? Change destination bin. Okay, change the destination bin.
Suppose we want workflow, what to do? We got to ask somebody basis or
No, above.
or some notes. How do you? Because it's not showing. Something is missing.
Yeah, see here, okay. Now, whenever if I use CHBD exception in a particular context, okay, I want to trigger a workflow also. So first what you can need to do is that, okay, you need to create a workflow. Suppose see here, okay, you just, okay, go and, okay, define a workflow. Or, okay, let me try to use, okay, some of that, okay, the existing workflows or whatever you like it, okay.
Srini, do you have a descriptive document on this exception, handling exception codes?
We have the SAP Help, but it's not so much practical, I can say.
Yeah, because I couldn't find this much of description anywhere.
Yeah, because only it's practical only. So, okay, let's take this example, okay. Whenever, okay, if I use, okay, let's take this an example only, okay. So, in my warehouse, see here, okay, in my warehouse, okay, whenever if an exception, okay, get triggers, okay, what I want to do is that, okay, I want to, okay, send an email, okay, to the warehouse, okay, supervisor. Okay, so I want to know that, okay, the why actually, okay, the bin actually, okay, got denied, okay, or why the worker is actually changing that, okay, the bin also. Okay, see here, okay, I can use, okay, the any of the workflows, okay, which are provided by SAP also, or, okay, see here, send the email after, okay, what actually I want to do is that, yeah, okay, send the email, okay, test after the execution, or, okay, let me take it, okay. Okay, you can see that, okay, this is the workflow which is available here.
It is difficult to concentrate.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, can you hear me? Can you please put your speaker on mute if you don't use it?
Srini,
Yeah.
Can we set up workflow in SAP R3 WM also?
Yeah, of course. Workflow is a cross-application component, okay.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Especially from WM point of view.
yeah.
Okay.
But, okay, you need to have a workflow expert, okay. Okay, now you can see that, okay, whenever, okay, if a warehouse task, okay, it got created, okay, you can see that, okay, this is the one, okay, it is trying to send an email, okay. So now, let me, okay, what I can do is that, okay, instead of, okay, I can just, okay, delete this thing. Okay, so create. Now, what is that thing? Okay, I just want to add an email activity. Okay, now assuming that, okay, I have a user, okay, who is the warehouse supervisor. Okay, you can put either rules dynamically, all those things. Okay, you can ask your workflow developer, okay, here, he can just simply change it, or, okay, I can put a hard-coded user also. Anant? Okay, so you should be able to, okay, help me here, okay. Now, whenever, okay, if an exception, okay, is triggered, okay, I just want to, okay, trigger this thing. Hi. Okay, your worker, okay, change the bin. Okay, Suppose, okay, if you want to use it, okay, the variables also, okay, you can use it here. You can insert that, okay, the dynamic variables also if you want it, okay. Can you see here now? Okay, you can put it, okay, the whatever be the variables, okay, which are available here, or you can create, okay, your own variables and then, okay, you can map it here. A worker change his bin. So please, okay, check once. You can put a hard coded or you can create a dynamic email also. I don't think all the workflow configuration is done. The prefix numbers is missing, okay.
Activate.
No, the prefix numbers is missing here. The workflow configuration is missing.
We have any simple workflow like something show dialog window like that's enough.
Yeah, that's
email
fine.
anyway. You got to configure SMTP all kind of things.
No, not required. Okay, I can just show you the email in the Scott transaction only. That is enough for us.
Okay, that's
Okay.
Three.
Yep.
Take one case like I am doing the setup for exception. I am going for create a new task, something for a replenishment point of view. I want to create a very high priority task. Is it possible?
High priority task means what?
Something like a fast thing for a case, like maybe if I will create a lot of tasks, maybe a second person is not knowing urgency of that. Okay. In my case, like partial picking is not allowed. I have not any option there. And I feel maybe within 10-15 minutes someone can do the replenishment here, then I can do the picking.
Okay.
So I want to create a special task, something.
So what you want? What is a special task actually?
Something maybe like if like in a warehouse, something we calculate is very critical. Like we have to do the monitoring, correct? Like in the SAP R3, critical, non-critical.
Yeah.
So can we do the same thing here also?
No. If you want to do the critical, okay, what you can do is that, okay, put it into RFQ. Okay. So that, okay, that RFQ, okay, you know, right? Okay, RFQ.
I know it, yeah.
Okay, so in the RFQ, yeah, so what you can do is that, okay, create a replenishment task, okay. Is it clear? Okay, create a replenishment task and put this task, okay, if it belongs to a particular activity area or okay, if it belongs to a particular material or anything, okay, put it into a warehouse order creation rule or okay, the activity area so that, okay, it goes to the queue, okay, RFQ, you just define the RFQ name as a urgent queue.
Okay, clear.
Then, okay, the worker, okay, if anything is flashing in that queue, he can go on, okay, you tell him that he need to finish it first.
Okay, clear to me. Thanks.
Okay, so that is a very simple way.
Can we have a queue for process type?
Yeah, you can control it based on the process type.
Okay.
Yeah, the queue determination is there, right? In the queue determination, you can use, okay, the process type also as one of the criteria.
Okay.
So now, 1 minute, okay. Okay, can you see here? Now we just, okay, hi, your work item, okay, your worker, okay, change the bin. Now, okay, so you can see that, okay, the workflow template, okay, it got created with the test ID. You can, okay, once you have the workflow, right, you can do whatever you want it. You can trigger n number of activities here. Okay. You can trigger a method or you can trigger a code or you can send an interface or whatever. Okay, you can put a decision also. Okay, suppose that the replenishment should be allowed or not. Okay, then only, okay, once the user approves it, then only the replenishment has to be triggered. Anand, this is the place, okay, where you need to, where the ABAPers are, okay, or workflow builders are required, workflow guys.
Okay.
Okay, so see here, once that, okay, the workflow ID is available here, okay, so what I want to do is that, okay, I want to link it, okay, to the to our, okay, so once I have the workflow available, you can see that, okay, this is the workflow, what is that? Send an email, okay, so this is a workflow ID which is linked it to the workflow start ID, which I linked it to this particular workflow. Now, go to my exception code. What is that workflow ID? WT01. Okay, so WT01 is that exception, okay, which will trigger a email, okay, to the warehouse, okay, the supervisor. Okay, now simply, okay, go to your exception code. Okay, so change destination bin. So in the confirm the warehouse task, okay, in the case of product warehouse task, okay, I want to link it the Followon activities. Okay, so the 06, okay, where is that? Okay, the desktop product warehouse task, it is 02. Okay, so in the case of, okay, 02, there is a Followon actions. What are all things I can do is the Followon actions. I can trigger a workflow, or I can change the status of a bin, or okay, I can change the status of a document also, or okay, I can trigger a alert also. Okay, so if you want to trigger an alert, okay, most of you might be knowing it. If you are already worked in alert management, you have to trigger alert profile, and then okay, you should use alert ID here. Okay, so go to that, okay, the maintain the Followon actions. So the workflow ID is what actually? WT01, okay. WT01, okay. So you can see that, okay, well, even if you want to disable the workflow temporarily, you can just check the checkbox also, or okay, the default is okay, the execute, okay, the workflow action. Okay, now just save it. Okay, so from now onwards in the warehouse, if you use the exception chbd command, okay, this particular workflow it will get trigger, and then okay, it will try to send an email, okay, to the warehouse supervisor. Is it clear?
Where you are telling that email needs to be sent, Srini?
Sorry?
Where I have instructed the system to send an email to the
True.
That is okay here. Okay, I'll just show you. See, internally system will execute this particular thing, because I cannot confirm the warehouse task now with that, okay, the GR error, but okay, I can show you, okay, how the result it will be. Internally system will execute this thing, and then okay, see, internally, okay, the system will execute this thing, and then okay, you should be able to, okay, find an email here. Maybe if the other system would have worked, I would have shown you, but I'll just show you in the simulated.
Oh, email means you mean workflow inbox.
Yes, in the workflow inbox, or okay, see, let it go here. Oh my god, it's compiling now only. That means nobody even touched the system for workflow or anything. Anand, you are a workflow expert also?
No.
Srini, that
Yep.
alert and workflow also you are sending notification like email, right?
See, workflow is
alert,
not,
what do you do?
see, workflow is not only for sending emails. You can do lot of things.
No, one of the activities is the email, right?
No, you can see, if you want to send an email, you can trigger it using ABAP code also. You can send an email, or you can trigger our ABAP code also. You can execute your own coding also, or you can ask for the decision also.
Okay, alert, what are the activities we can do?
See, in workflow, okay, if you know it, okay, see here, you can do the approval process.
Purchase requisition approval process.
Okay, you can do that, okay, the approval process also, or you can send emails also, or okay, you can trigger a background methods also. When I say the background method, you can trigger any ABAP code as a follow-on activity. See, once, okay, let us take that, okay, as example. Whenever if I use an exception, okay, the change the HU, first of all, it should not allow him, but it should trigger a activity, so that okay, the warehouse supervisor has to approve the activity also to repair the work.
Yeah, that is a workflow, correct? It's a flow chart or workflow kind of activities. Alert, what do you do?
Huh?
What alert management or alert system? We have one more follow.
Yeah, alert is alert management.
What do we there? We'll just notify it or what?
It's a notification only.
Is a email any other notification?
Sorry, yeah, it's a kind of notification. But what is that thing is that okay, you can see that okay, what is happening in the system. You know alerts, right? Object 20 transaction.
Okay. Just we'll alert it. Then means just notify it.
Yeah, it's a notification only.
Okay. So,
So
there
that,
is
okay, the
no
administrator can
reaction.
see that, okay.
We don't need to take any action on that system wise.
No, you need to act on it, right?
No, no, just we are informing it, but we are not expecting anything back from that.
Yeah, exactly.
Because workflow we can expect, correct? We can control it.
Yeah, yeah. Workflow is more like a user point of view.
Yeah, business process kind of things.
Yeah,
we
it's a
are,
process. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you go back to exception codes,
Yeah.
could you please go back to that IMG screen?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, let me just finish this thing. Okay.
Sure.
Just want to know what happened to this thing. Okay, so you can see that, okay, it came to, yeah, because, okay, the problem here is that, okay, I did not define, okay, the possible agents, okay. So you should tell, okay, your technical guys, okay, what actually they have to do it also.
The same ERP workflow concept here also, same transaction code
Yeah,
also?
it is same only, it's same only. Yep.
Same T codes?
Yep, yep.
Okay.
It's all the same only, okay. If you go to the workflow, it is same in across R3, SRM, CRM, wherever it is. Just send the email after this thing. Now, change mode. Okay, so is it? Okay, so I just want to assign the authorization also. Okay, just refresh the buffers. Don't worry, okay. These things okay because I always used to do it. Now, if you go to that, okay, this things. System is somehow it's very slow. Just.
No, maybe you're doing it for the first time probably.
Yeah, first time only. Okay, so you just okay when it system okay internally it will execute this particular part of things. Okay, you can add okay the complete okay the complex things here, Kannan. Okay, Sundar. Okay, so system okay when the exception get triggered it will execute this thing. So it's basically okay it will trigger a it will call this workflow only the code. Okay, in the framework will just call this thing, nothing else. Okay, and this workflow is there okay for almost okay 20 years. Oops. It is sending an email also now. That's what I can see.
But without assigning PPOME organization unit, how come?
No, that is I hard-coded the user ID, right? Otherwise, okay, hard to create an organization structure or at least put a Z table who want to inform. For different exception code, okay, I want to send it to different people also. See, you can once that okay, the workflow is available, okay, Okay, I went to my inbox. Okay, unread documents. Can you see here? Oh, it came in the
German language.
okay. SAP user. Okay, why it came in the German? Okay. I can just.
Sundar?
Huh?
Sundar,
Ah,
can you read this one?
yeah, again. I know German language, man.
That's why I'm asking you.
Okay, if it is an email, okay, you can see it here always. Okay, you can put a hard-coded email there. Okay, and then okay, the email, okay, it has to be available here. Okay. So what you can do is that, okay, you can just always check that, okay, you try to put that exception, and then you can, if you go to the workflow log, okay, you can always, okay, if you go to the workflow log, okay, you can see that, okay, the workflow, okay, should have got triggered, okay, in the background. Okay, so now, okay, if you just go here, where is that? Okay, the change destination bin. So whenever the change destination bin, okay, so in the case of, okay, the product warehouse task, the follow-on action, I want to trigger a workflow. So I just linked it to a workflow. Okay, so the W201, okay, what is the W201? If you go to that, okay, the workflow connection for W201, so W201 is available here. So for W201, if you go here, whenever, okay, if the W201 got triggers, okay, it will, okay, trigger, okay, this particular, okay, the workflow, and you can see that, okay, the event linkage is active. So whenever if this workflow get triggered, 786 followed by 3012, okay, so that 786 followed by 3012 means it's nothing but, okay, the workflow, okay, which we just, okay, added it. So 786, okay, 00012. So that exception code, okay, this will get triggered, and then, okay, this person, okay, should be able to, okay, get the email. System is a lot very slow. Okay, so because, okay, this thing, the text, okay, is available in the 0 warning and 1 error. Huh? What is that error? Let me see. Yeah, I can see it always here. If you want to see the errors also, you can see it here. This system, okay. What is that error?
Can you show as a simple like split it automatically splitting?
Sorry?
Split to one. That is very straightforward, right?
Yeah, we can do it also. But okay, in this warehouse, actually nothing is working. Because in this warehouse, okay, I cannot, okay, confirm that exceptions, because, okay, the GR itself is, okay, not available.
So would we cover the exception again when the system is back?
Yeah, maybe I can just, okay, quickly, okay, throw you an exception, okay. Now, but, okay, basically, okay, the concept is clear to you, right? Okay, so it contains, okay, the business context, and as well as, okay, each exception contains, okay, the internal process code also, and each exception code, okay, you can combine, okay, you can use it under the exception profile, okay, so that, okay, you can link it to the authorization also. So that, okay, in a warehouse, okay, assuming that, okay, everybody should not be able to, okay, trigger an exception also. Only that, okay, assuming that, okay, the contract employees, okay, they should never, okay, they trigger the exceptions. Only the full-time employees only trigger the exception. Is it clear? Okay, so those kind of things are, okay, very much possible also.
Can we do it with the example?
Sorry?
Can you do it with the example? I mean, the replenishment. Can you show one example of?
Yeah, I can do that thing also.
Please.
Okay, so now if I go to that, okay, the inbox, okay, let us, okay, this time, okay, let me show the inbox also finally. So in the inbox, okay, 100 documents. Can you see here? So the user, okay, will get, okay, this kind of emails. Okay, hi, the bin changed by the user. I used, okay, the static text. Okay, if you want it, okay, you can construct your own text. Okay, the wrapper, okay, can put the dynamic variables whatever they want it, and then they can send the mail also. They can put that, okay, the reason, or okay, what is the status of the bin, everything. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, Srini, can you go back to that IMG screen of exception codes?
Yeah. Okay. So now let us, okay, handle it, okay, the full way of, okay, that, okay, defining it. Okay. So now I was talking about, okay, the exception profile. Okay, so that, okay, you can always, okay, link it to the particular users only. Okay.
Srini, what is this delivery adjustment? Maintain process and
Yeah.
the third node.
Yeah. So I was talking about, right, okay, whenever, okay, if you face that, okay, the quantity differences, okay, then you can always, okay, go and, okay, adjust the delivery document. Is it clear? So whenever if you adjust the delivery document, you have two options, okay. One is that, okay, adjust the delivery, or you just, okay, do the adjustment and as well as, okay, send back the changes to ERP also. So first, okay, before knowing that thing, okay, just look at, okay, the delivery document. I'll show you, okay, how to adjust the quantity.
Process code. Huh?
Yeah, exactly. It's a process code only. So if you go to, suppose, okay, if you go to that, okay, let's take that, okay, the partial, or okay, the, suppose if you go to any of the delivery, if you want to adjust the quantity, okay, if you want to adjust the quantity, suppose, see here, okay, suppose, okay, the quantity is available 1 here. Okay, suppose you can use, okay, the process quantity, okay, with the quantity adjustment. Okay, so you can use, okay, there are, okay, the various process codes available. I always use the trial and error also, because sometimes, okay, I'll not remember all these things. Okay, it is, okay, I002, okay, in the inbound, and you will have O002 outbound. Okay, one, okay, will send the quantity, and as well as, okay, it will send back the document also. Oh, I00, okay, to adjust the document plus quantity. So plus 1 quantity. Directly let me enter it. Okay, I think for -1, I think I need to enter, okay, the minus place too. Can you see here? The quantity was 1 was there. Okay, now I change the quantity to 3 here.
Right.
Or, okay, same way, okay, you can adjust the quantity, okay, in the negative way also.
And we can create this process code, custom process code also.
Yes. But okay, most of the times, okay, if you create a custom
Standard
process code, okay, you need to even handle that, okay, the corresponding, okay, internal activities also.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why, okay, the only thing is the process code is for the quantity adjustment, and okay, who is going to handle the differences. Okay, so I have not ever seen any requirement that I need to create a custom process code. Okay, so if you go to that, okay, the delivery adjustment, okay, suppose see here, okay, if you go to that, okay, the delivery, suppose, okay, once you have that, okay, the process parameters, Okay. So if you go to that, okay, now the difference is, okay, it has to go and adjust the quantity in the bin, or it has to adjust, okay, assuming that, okay, if you are going to change the quantity to the delivery, then if it is a delivery change, then you have to specify that, okay, the corresponding process code here. Okay. Is it clear now?
Okay.
Okay. So, and in case of cross docking, it will go and adjust both the outbound delivery and as well as inbound delivery also.
I did not understand this concept. Can you repeat it again?
Okay.
You are trying to link process codes with the exception codes here? Yes.
Yes. Can you see here, okay, whatever the process code, whatever we saw in the delivery document.
Right.
Okay, so these things, okay, you can specify it as a follow-on action to the exception here. So that, okay, system can go and, okay, adjust the delivery quantity automatically.
Okay, so let's say you have a warehouse task, you are putting in some exception code and changing the picking quantity. You want that to trigger this process code in the delivery, so that delivery quantity will also get updated to 3?
Yes, you are right.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Suppose, okay, let's take that, okay, let's take this business scenario that, okay, you always have an agreement with the customer that, okay, you can always send the extra quantity.
Okay.
You got my point, right? Yeah.
Srini,
Yeah.
actually we started with the split one, but we lost, or we are still in that one only?
No, because actually I cannot really show that example, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so but okay, the various examples I'm just taking it, okay, so that, okay, different people actually want to use the scenario as per their own requirement. Okay, but let us take
because ECC is not available, that's why, or for some other reason?
Sorry?
Why we can't show? Why you can't show that example? You said
The ERP
I
is
cannot
not working.
confirm the warehouse task.
Okay.
Okay, because if I try to confirm the warehouse task in the system, I'm facing that GR error.
Okay.
Because our old system is actually not working, okay, in which daily we used to have the class.
Okay.
So that's the problem, okay. See, now, but okay, let us take this summary, okay. So every exception, it contains, okay, the business context, okay, and as well as, okay, it contains the internal process code also, which it will provided by the SAP standard system. And apart from that, okay, you can trigger, okay, the user-defined follow-on actions also. So in the user-defined follow-on actions, okay, you have a workflow also, or you have a body, okay, which is available, okay, in this body, okay, you can put the customized condition. That means, okay, whether the exception is allowed or not, first of all, by the user, okay, you can just, okay, put this body also, or you can use, okay, the alert mechanism also, or what you can do is that, okay, you can control it, okay, using the exception profile also. Okay, so that, okay, I can always, okay, link my exception profile, okay, to the specific users, okay, so that, okay, they only, okay, can go and, okay, assign the activities. Okay, so let us, okay, where is this thing, exception profile, somewhere it is here. Okay, yeah, exception profile. So you can just, okay, define it, okay, n number of profiles, okay, whatever you like it. Okay. Where I can link these things, exception code, okay, you can put, okay, you can link, okay, this particular exception code profile, okay, to the resources. So where is, when you go to that, okay, the create, okay, the exception code, you can just specify, okay, so define exception code. Where is that? Okay, you can just,
What are you doing now?
okay, see, you can define the exception profile, okay, and then once the exception code profile is available, okay, you can always assign this exception code profile to the users. So one exception code profile contains a multiple exceptions. Okay, see, it is like, okay, these things, okay, I have okay 3 exceptions, exception 1, exception 2, and okay exception 3. These 3 things, okay, I want to define it under a profile, and this profile I can assign it to a user.
Okay. We'll
Is it
assign
clear?
where we will assign this.
Yeah, that's what. Okay, I'm just trying to find it out. Okay, you can just assign it to the users.
So one user can handle multiple exceptions.
Yeah, okay, but okay,
Yes.
if you try to use the exception code, okay, which is not assigned to him, okay, system will throw an exception to him.
Error to him.
Yeah, okay, so go to the settings.
It's a kind of roles assignment.
Yeah, it's a kind of, okay, the role kind of thing.
Credentials you are doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Giving access to them what he can do, what he cannot
Yeah, exactly. You are okay. Can you see here now? Yeah, this is the place. Okay, so you can link, okay, the user, okay, to the profile. Can you see here?
do.
Okay. So once, okay, if you put that, okay, the exception, okay, and then, okay, you just need to put it here, assuming that in this exception code profile, I want to assign, okay, certain users only. Then you can add, okay, all the users here. It is a kind of, okay, the security or, okay, the warehouse controlling the activities of the users.
Okay.
Okay, so these are all the possible options, okay, you have it in the exception code.
It's very detailed, it looks like.
Sorry?
Looks like it's very detailed, exception code concept.
Yeah, that itself
It's
is like
very big.
one big concept, I can say.
Very big. Very,
Yeah, each one looks a big one. Actually, the printers also is somewhat big.
See, then okay, if you feel okay, that is what, okay, you have to read and read only, but okay, once it is, see, once you configure the exception, you try to play with it, okay,
yeah.
and see that, okay, each exception code, how it is working. See, it's a ocean once you go inside. But
Yeah,
you should
that's
know
what
that,
it
okay,
is.
the overall architecture, how it works, what is available, how you can configure it.
Yeah.
Okay, so just learn this concept only. See, okay, I'll tell you the summary, okay. It's very simple, okay. What is exception? First of all, everybody know this thing, okay. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay, now,
Yes,
Say
yes.
loudly.
okay, so let's make it a summary so that, okay, you will at least, okay, if somebody misses the concept, okay, at least you will get to know. What is exception, you know now. Every exception, what it has a
Business
business context. What is a context?
Context is a scenario.
Where
The scenario in which this exception applies. Yeah, okay, where you can apply the exception. That
Example.
means example, product task or HU task in RF or in desktop. Okay. So like this thing. Now, every exception code, okay, it has an internal process code. Okay. This internal process code, okay, provides, okay, the standard, okay, SAP functionality. Okay, if you go to the SAP Help, okay, you can find that, okay, the internal process code and, okay, what is the use of each internal process code also. There are around some 40 to 50 internal process codes, okay, which are delivered by SAP. Now, apart from the internal process code, okay, we have something called as, okay, the delivery adjustment. So in the case of delivery adjustment, okay, you specify, okay, the process code, okay, which is used, okay, to adjust the delivery. I shown you, right, in the inbound delivery how I adjusted the quantity from 1 to 3. Okay, to adjust, okay, the delivery quantity. Apart from that, okay, you can trigger, okay, the custom user defined, okay, the follow-on actions, okay. The follow-on actions, okay, we can trigger a baddie also when the exception triggers, or I can trigger a workflow also, or, okay, I can trigger a alert management also. So we just, okay, done with an example for the workflow, okay, for the change destination bin. For alert management, okay, if you are already working in alert management, you have to define, okay, the alert profile and define the alerts also, and then, okay, you need to specify the alert ID in the as a follow-on action. Okay, that's all, nothing else actually. If you just type in the alert guide in SAP, you will get a very good document in SDN. Okay. Now, these two things. Okay, this is the one thing. Okay, which we covered. And alert management. Okay, you have to define all the settings for the alert profile and everything. And if it is a baddie, it's a ABAP code. But that particular baddie, you can find it out here. SPRO.
In the follow-on action, can we say like it can create a physical inventory document or replenishment process or something like that?
That's what physical inventory document creation and replenishment. These things you can achieve with the internal process code itself. You don't need any custom development here.
Okay.
Because the internal process code itself is enough for you.
Okay.
What we can do in the custom development, for example?
Yeah, that's what. Okay. Assuming that instead of a workflow, okay, let us take this example. Okay. When you use an exception, okay, chbd, okay. Now what I want to do is that I want to make a RFC call to ECC to create a maintenance order to repair the bin. Let us take that I have a customized exception. My warehouse worker found that a bin is actually not working properly. There is a problem with the refrigerator, or there is a power failure in the bin. Okay, I defined an exception code. POWR Anant.
Yes.
Okay, so when my warehouse worker puts that exception POWR, it has to make a RFC call to ECC, and then it has to create a maintenance order in the ECC system with the respective details, all those things.
Okay. So this kind of things we can write in the baddies, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what you can do is that you can go to that the cross process settings. You have a baddie for the exception handling, so you implement this particular baddie. Execution of the functions is the right. So if you implement this particular baddie, you can this is the particular baddie you have to implement it. It's an enhancer spot.
Okay.
So
Srini, I hope we will be doing an example tomorrow.
sorry? Yeah, of course I can just show you with an example, for SPLT or for the change of the destination bin, how it works, all those things,
Yes, some
But at least
replenishment
you
also
should,
we can,
you just start in your warehouse, if you have any the working system, you just try to practice the configure the exceptions and try to trigger the follow-on actions, and then try to implement that baddie with the help of ABAP and see that what are all the activities you can do. But I'm just giving you the possibility to solve all those things what you can do.
Okay.
Okay, so is it just clear to you now?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I know that it may be heavy, but you have to practice a little bit, then you can understand it, and then because while seeing it, you will even not even able to remember the navigation also.
Right.
Correct, Srini.
I know. Okay.
Okay.
So Srini, one more thing. Yesterday you mentioned that you will today you will talk about the printers one on the PPF side.
No, printers, I can cover it, once the outbound is over. So everywhere, the whole printing, I will cover it one thing. 2 hours or 2.5 hours, for the printing alone. So we'll print the HU labels, we'll print the bill of lading, or we'll print the goods issue slips, everything.
Right.
And then I can take you that, how you can integrate the various smart forms for the different HU. Suppose, for small boxes, you want to print the small labels, and for the big cartons, you want to print the big labels also.
Right.
And Srini, we want some reports also, any built-in reports for.
No, built-in reports, every report is only in the EWM monitor, only in EWM.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no other place for the reports. That's the one advantage in EWM. You know,
suppose we want to print the pick list or put away list. Or
yeah, you can print it from the monitor only. Okay, if you can go to the warehouse order and then you can print it.
Or else we need altogether custom development, right?
No need of it. Everything is available. 90% of the warehouse activities.
Okay.
SP01 cannot be used here, Srini?
What is that?
Profile.
It can be.
Spool.
It can be.
No, spool means what?
After.
You mean
After
print spool?
Yeah, print spool.
Yeah, I think you can use it, right?
Yeah.
See, print spool means, okay, everywhere in SAP if you want to print it, the spool should be there.
Spoon,
Yeah.
Correct.
But we need to define first a report, then only we can print it.
Exactly.
Just anything default reports available like a pick list, put
So
away list or
Srini?
Warehouse task.
So the PPF is pretty much complete?
No, I just want to cover for the printing setup.
Oh, okay, that is a part of the PPF.
Yeah. So then, okay, tomorrow, okay, we can just start with some demo for this exception handling, and then we can start the value added services. Okay.
Srini?
And then
Srini?
VAS and as well as outbound. Yeah.
Srini?
Yeah.
Tomorrow I am not unable. Can you make it in class on Friday?
Hey, sorry, I also forgot it. Okay, tomorrow I'll be traveling. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
How come last week you were there, Srini?
Yeah, but okay, what to do?
No. You stayed at client center last week?
Yeah.
Okay. I was surprised. You'll be traveling. How come you were able to take class? And
No, last week, okay, I traveled on the Friday afternoon.
okay. Got it.
Okay, so this week, okay, the Thursday, Thursday 7 o'clock I'll be traveling.
Yeah,
So tomorrow there is no class then?
Yeah.
Yes, Srini, next week onwards, me and Satya also are traveling actually every Thursday.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we can adjust it on the travel.
Yeah, Thursdays is somewhat traveling day, Thursday evenings.
Yeah. Okay, but okay, just today start practicing this exception handling. Exception handling is very important for the warehouse activities. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Nick, yes.
So just let me know if you're stuck at any place. Okay, just try to use in your system. If you're already having any practice system, try to use SPLT or try to use check denial or try to use a big denial or how it is working.
Okay,
And try to change with the different internal process codes and see that how the behavior is happening.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it all comes with the practice only. Okay.
Okay.
Srini?
Yeah. Yeah.
Srini, I need 5 minutes.
Yeah. Please tell me, Satya.
Since like something I want to compare solution of EWM and Manhattan.
Yeah.
So how you feel that which is much better?
Manhattan is much better.
I think SAP
So first of
talk
all,
about
what Manhattan?
Sorry. No. Yeah, Manhattan is much better, but okay, thing is that it becomes a legacy system and you need to provide all the interfaces to SAP.
Mm-hmm.
Because Manhattan, it's like a specialized product, it's a best of breed product.
Okay.
So always, the best of breed products, if you want to compare the solution to solution, that is better.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
if you see, but Manhattan cannot do the planning, right? See, tomorrow if you want to do that, if you want to integrate with the APO or if you want to integrate directly with CRM for the spare parts planning, so you need to do a lot of interface development there.
Okay.
That's always there. That's the advantage with SAP is that it provides one package.
Okay, that means that like if you want to compare like as a solution, Manhattan is number one, no problem.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about the overall package point of view. Think for a workflow point of view, yeah, CRM, APO and all.
Yeah.
If I want to compare that out of 1 to 10 scale, where is SAP and where is like Manhattan?
See.
As a
One
overall,
thing is
as overall. Not,
maybe 6 out of 10 I can say, because Manhattan has a lot more features. Because in the Manhattan, you can directly control the PLCs, or you can even look at the warehouse view, or you can see that what is happening, everything in the warehouse view graphically. it's like much more advanced, I can say. You can do that, okay, the truckload building, everything you can do it.
Okay, okay.
But okay, this thing, okay, you cannot do. See, that's what, it is like a core ERP extension only.
Tine,
Yeah.
what is this Manhattan?
Hey, Manhattan is like another company, buddy.
That's all.
It is like who makes a software, okay, they make the software for the warehouse activities alone.
Ah, okay.
So they are
Not
there in the
your
warehouse.
city, right?
Yep, it's not that one. Okay, they are in the warehouse software
Okay.
industry for almost 25 years.
Oh, I never heard.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I am also new.
Right?
Sorry?
Manhattan, then Red Prairie, and then comes Catalyst, and then comes EWM.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Red Prairie I heard, but not Manhattan.
Yeah, see all these features, okay, see what actually as EWM, if you look at, all the features are combined and they kept it in this product, okay.
So this is the best of the breed then.
Means now is the EWM is best, right?
Yeah, now only it became best of breed, only from 7.0 only. 5.0 is not a best of breed.
So the one which we are learning is 7.0 or 5.0?
We are learning 7.0.
Srini,
Yeah.
7.0 can be compared with the Manhattan or not? Something
Yeah, I can say 80%.
80%, correct.
Because in, okay, that's what, okay, you don't have the door appointment scheduling, which you have it in the Manhattan.
Okay.
That they added it in the EWM 9.
Oh,
and in
very good.
Manhattan, yeah, and in the Manhattan, okay, you can handle the stock with, okay, any different unit of measurement, and it will convert it because it's a C-based system. It's built in C language, so that is much faster. And when it is a C-based system, okay, see, when it is a C-based system, it can directly talk to all this forklift, or it can directly talk to conveyor belts, everything. But here in EWM, you have to use a software called as, okay, the PLC, the plant connectivity. So see, both pros and cons are there. If you use this thing, you don't need to build a separate interface. SAP will take care of all the interface part.
Okay.
But if you use Manhattan, okay, who will build the interface to your ERP? Who will build the interface to your accounting? Who will build the interface to your planning system?
And Srini, in 9.0, do we have any palletization, palleting?
That is coming. That already available in 7.2. The cartonization planning is already there.
Okay.
Yeah.
But let's say, I mean, if I want to say, the optimization of the space in the
No, not that much advanced, I can say.
So Manhattan does that?
No.
Okay, that is a tool, right?
Yeah, they need to buy a separate tool and then push all the data from Manhattan to the tool and then interface to Manhattan again.
Okay.
Well, means that as a performance point of view, Manhattan is much better than SAP, correct?
Of course, yeah. Performance-wise, okay, any other application runs better than ABAP, I can say.
ABAP is something very slow, correct?
Yeah, of course, okay.
Is a kind of discrimination, Srini?
Not a discrimination. See, one thing I always say that. No. See, because okay, we have to admit the fact that okay, C code always runs faster than ABAP.
Okay.
Because okay, C is directly executable file, ABAP is the interpreter. But with the current hardware, okay, that's not a big deal for the users.
Okay.
Anand, okay, we have to admit it, ABAP is always slow. Okay.
Anand.
Sundar,
Now
I will see you next week.
Now the truths are getting revealed, man.
Yeah, because okay, see, ABAP is built using C language only.
Okay.
Okay. See, it's a high level language, okay, and C is okay, much more lower language, directly okay, compiles it. Okay. ABAP is the interpreter. Hey, back in 90s, okay, back in 97 or 98, I was a network Unix administrator too. Okay, don't worry.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I know a bit of technical all these things also.
Yeah.
Srini, one thing is just like maybe if you are going for Manhattan,
Uh-huh.
maybe we have some challenge for interface, that's all, nothing more.
No, the thing is that, okay, when you say the word interface, okay, but, okay, there is a lot of issues with the interfaces only in the many big projects. See,
But we
assuming
can
that,
manage it. The
no,
thing
how
for
can-
it, that's why. If we're talking about the interface issue,
see, for small
can manage-
companies it's okay. See, for small companies it's okay. But for big companies, okay, the interfaces, okay, should be always real time, without any issues.
okay, means that like if I'm going for a support, good support point of view interface, 24/7, I can manage that also, correct?
But how much? The Manhattan license, okay, maybe half of the SAP. See, that's all. This depends on the client only.
You understand, like when we're talking about today, like SCM challenges, we're talking about the speed, flexibility, and all, correct?
Yeah.
And SAP cannot provide,
Yeah, of course.
and we have to accept this thing very clear. So it means that we have to not think for an IT point of view, we have to think for a business point of view. If business can do the faster the activity, and plus, they need a good support for interface.
Yeah.
So if like IT company is selling IT business group, yes, I will provide a good support for interface. So we can manage well, correct?
But okay, clients don't like that. Okay, to have so many interfaces. Okay.
So understand interfaces something like a company where we have a really challenge. I'm not talking that like Manhattan is a solution for all. But sometimes like my speed is very high. I need a flexibility.
Okay.
My warehouse is very complex.
Okay.
I cannot go for a slower speed. If I'm going for a slower speed, I'm losing my productivity.
No, slow means, okay, see, I don't say that, okay, that much slow. Okay, you may have, okay, like, okay, 0.2 second, okay, you can finish it in Manhattan, and ABAP may take 0.3 seconds. That's all. It's all like sub-second difference only, not like, okay, the hours I can say.
So, but again, think for like activity point of view. We are going for a 20,000.
No, that's not a problem. Because, okay. Yeah, flexibility, okay, it's almost, okay, it's available. Because, okay, I worked in the Ford, okay. But, okay, if you look at, okay, the fastness, everything, okay, it's much more, okay, it's almost like, okay, sub-second only, like, okay, 0.3 seconds to 0.2 seconds. It's like a 0.1, that much difference only, nothing much.
So we can tell it maybe like, if you're talking about the like a productivity point of view.
Yeah.
We can tell maybe performance, maybe 10% lower performance or 20.
See, performance-wise, okay, the workers will not be affected because the worker cannot put the goods in a 0.2 respond, right? He always takes like, okay, 1 minute to do the put away or, okay, 2 minutes to do the picking, right? He is no longer, okay, faster than a computer. First of all, you have to understand that thing.
Yeah. Sunil was got one call, okay. The point is that something like you're talking about performance point of view. Do not talk about the like warehouse operator, everything. Talk about the system point of view.
Okay.
How much difference will be the performance point of view?
No, why actually you bother about the system performance? Okay, first of all.
I have to bother it. If you like that, something I have rolled like that way also.
No. See, first of all, okay, when you say the performance means, okay, who is facing the issue?
Ultimately, business.
Okay, what is the issue for the business? Because the warehouse operation is working, okay, as expected.
No, understand, like some warehouse operation, if you will go for SAP point of view, it is a time consuming. An operator have to wait for some activity because ABAP is slow.
No. See, operator does not wait for anything here because, okay, operator, okay, he need to finish his work. Suppose let's take the packing example, okay. When he click the pack transaction, okay, HU will be available immediately to him, okay, but he need to, okay, pack it everything, right? Okay, so that will take more time than, okay, the ABAP activity.
Understand, for SAP point of view, like in the warehouse when we're talking, the activity, then we can tell complete, we have got one printout of the label.
Yeah.
Until the activity is not completing, we cannot take a printout.
No, that's not the case.
In most of the cases I want to share with you.
See, performance wise, okay, I can say that, okay, it's like a sub-second difference only, nothing much I can say. Okay, that's all I can say.
Like yeah, so maybe like subsequent, I'm talking about like 0.3 to 0.1 second, means 33%, correct?
See, that you have to live with it, okay? That's what, okay, SAP can do. Or okay, you have to increase, okay, the very good hardware only.
I would
That's
say,
why
I mean,
See, that's the, okay,
performance will improve. Let's say if you are running SAP EWM and you are able to process only, let's say, 100 pallets, but if you switch to Manhattan, you are able to process 150 pallets, then I will see, yes, there is a difference.
yeah.
But at the end of the day, using both the applications, you are able to process 100 pallets, then there is no difference in the system
Exactly.
performance and the productivity.
Yeah. It's like a KPI, see, as long as the business KPIs are met, okay, we don't bother.
Yeah, that's right. But again, sometimes we are not able to meet it. That's the main problem for us.
Where exactly?
A lot of things are there. Like now, like I'm using Leo proposal. I think yesterday Abhi was talking correct, like Leo optimization, everything.
See, that's what, see, one thing, okay, if the business feature itself is not available in the product, we cannot do anything, first of all. Okay, then you
And
have to
what
go
about
with the different.
Any packing proposal is there in the our
Yeah, we have it.
EWM?
Yeah, yeah.
And what about the truck optimization?
Not so much I can say, but we have the simple algorithm, complex algorithms only, but not so much I can say. See, it is not an optimization software.
Okay. If I'm
It's an
using a
execution
transport
system.
management, that's really one question. If I'm using a transport management,
Uh-huh.
can it help me for like planning point of view?
You have to use, okay, the TPVS,
Okay.
transportation planning and vehicle scheduling.
Okay.
Yeah. See, SAP is like, okay, provides like a separate, and it's not for the small customers, first of all.
I'm not talking about the SNP, I'm talking about the transport management only.
Yeah, so you have to use, okay, that, see, transport management means, okay, it's not only for planning, okay, you can use, okay, the tendering with your, okay, the forwarding agents, everything, you can have lot more features.
Okay.
See, that's why when you are doing business globally, then SAP helps it. Or if you are doing only 1 or 2 small warehouses, then okay, the Manhattan is the best thing. Don't even go for SAP.
Okay. I got to clear it here.
Yeah. So,
This is like a white elephant, right, Tini?
sir, yeah, it's a white elephant.
SAP is like a white elephant. If you once you are in, we have to mention it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's not for small guys.
Yeah, you want to use the elephant, you can use it, okay, whatever with the purpose. Okay, but it cannot do what all the things, okay, that small things can do. It's not a specialized one.
Yeah, I'm getting point here.
See, yeah, see, you can do the plan. See, if you take the planning example itself, you can do the planning with a notepad, you can do the planning with a calculator, you can do with Excel sheet, you can apply SAP APO, or okay, you can use okay, the JDA also, or you can use okay, the IT tools.
Yeah.
So, it all depends on okay, how much, see, calculator means you can put okay, the brackets wherever you want it. Excel sheet, it has its own flexibility. APO, it has its own. When you want to have a true end-to-end automation of all the business activities in all the countries, then you have to go for the ERP packages.
That's why, yes. See, coming to the point here, we talk about the warehouse. Warehouse is generally local, correct?
Yeah.
When we talk about the planning point of view, global level, we talk about the only IM level, correct? Not on the warehouse level.
Yeah.
So means that like, if talk about the selection point of view, the warehouse is a local solution is the best always, correct? Manhattan is always better.
See, that, okay, how do you want to handle that interfaces? Then, okay, it's
Understand me. About the, like, when the planning is there, okay, APU is the best.
okay.
But I want to manage my warehouse.
Okay.
And this warehouse is no, I'm talking about the warehouse means only WM, not IM level.
Yeah, so now let me ask you one question.
Yeah.
Now, I want to do 3 activities. First of all, let's take that, okay, I want to initiate the bonus for my, okay, the warehouse workers. How do you initiate in the Manhattan? First of all, let's take this example.
Bonus we can do, it's not a big deal.
What you want to do? How do you want to do that thing? First of all, see, based on my worker performance, I want to initiate the bonus also.
So that's why I will be get a data from the Manhattan.
How many times and how many these kind of things you will develop it, keep on?
I agree, that's why I understand like, the point is that when we talk about the overall package point of view.
See, one thing I'll tell you one thing. You buy a car just directly going to the showroom or buy all the spare parts and then assemble it and then use it.
No, because it's very clear when you talk about the overall package point of view, SAP is the best. There is no doubt at all.
Yeah.
But if you SAP, sometimes you feel this cannot do, so we have to go for using Excel sheet like a calculator and all. This is very clear.
See, that's what. See, if I look at my current client, okay, they are using actually for planning only. Yeah. See, that's why it's the best of breed products are always better than the package products.
Yeah, that's why I always feel like
See, it's very simple. Always, okay, the homemade curries are much better than the hotel curries, okay? But the flexibility is not there, okay? Because the homemade curries, okay, you can add the your ingredients, okay? It's very simple only, any case.
That's why I agree point here, like something 8 to 10% variation is there. And if I can meet the KPI of the business, something like I want to put 100 pilot dispatch daily basis. If I can manage with SAP, I will go for SAP, very clear too. But if SAP is not able to do, then certainly I'm going to do the Manhattan.
See, that's what I'm saying that, okay, that is the reason till lot of clients, okay, they use, okay, the Manhattan for the execution. See, not only Manhattan, I'm telling you, high jump is there. Have you heard of this word high jump?
Yeah, I think I know.
It's like a very leading WM system. Okay, so I'll have a delivery document, I'll create a transfer order, and this transfer order I can directly send it to the high jump also. And let high jump do all the activities, and then it can send back the transfer order confirmation, the TOCO IDOC.
Yeah.
So it all depends on, okay, what is your business requirement, and then, okay, you can do all these activities.
No, I agree with you. Something like that, we cannot take a generic way. I agree.
Yeah.
Something we have to go by case to case, and then we can it's like tool selection.
Yeah.
It's not like only one discussion here we can decide it.
Hey Satya, sorry to say, what is actually the requirement of yours, so that, okay, we can directly decide whether EWM is required or not.
No, I already have done it. That's what I want to share with you. Like already I decided for Manhattan.
Okay.
I was something like that, but again, like being a SAP consultant, I know something like EWM also know better. That's my target. Yeah. I will share something challenge with you, like I'll tell you one example to you so that you can understand it.
See, that's what, whenever, okay, if you say the best of breed, okay, it is same thing like, okay, the best of breed are always better, but, okay, it is not so much flexible if you want to integrate. See, if there is no issue with the integration, right, okay, first of all, okay, people will everywhere, okay, people will not even buy SAP, okay, they can buy, okay, their own pieces, and then they should be able to assemble it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I will share with you something like think for it. If I'm going for a manufacturing warehouse, I will use ECC.
Yeah.
I will not go for EWM.
Okay.
When we're talking about the high volume DC, I like high volume DC.
No, even if you are going for the manufacturing also, let's take that, okay, for the manufacturing, okay, you want to supply the spare parts from the warehouse. So how do you manage that stock of your spare parts?
Yeah, to understand, like for EWM point of view, mostly developed for the service parts, correct?
Not only for service parts. See, service parts is like, okay, one of the scenario only. See, let's take this example. Okay, you are having a car assembly factory, manufacturing itself. You are putting tires in one location, and then, okay, the gear rod in one place, and, okay, the mirrors in one place.
Yeah.
So how do you manage your warehouse without having a warehouse system? First of all, tell me.
Yeah, I will share with you, like, understand.
Yeah.
Like in my business process point of view, a spare part is not applicable.
Oh, let's take not a spare part. See, normal part itself only. Normal raw materials, okay, which is required to come to a production order.
No, I will explain, like, just like, you know, like our switches are there, electric switches.
Okay.
Power breaker. Something I will sold it, and it will get damaged, I have to sold a new one. We cannot repair it also.
Yeah.
So this component, like something spare part, is not applicable.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm talking about my whole business point of view. The spare part is coming hardly 1%.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, my case is hardly 1%.
Yep.
If we talk about the business turnover for my company point of view, it's hardly 1%.
So there's no manufacturing involved?
Manufacturing is there, but more or less assembling point.
Okay.
Assembling point.
So for assembling, okay, how do you know that, okay, which stock is required to assemble?
Stock, something like we have already one production system is there, and we are getting with the PP order. What I have to do it here is fully automated.
See, that
and only have to do making a Kanban for them.
Okay.
And this Kanban will be keep on replenishing from the warehouse, and production will be keep on going.
See, that means, okay, you are not handling the warehouse. First of all, you are just simply putting in a Kanban only.
Yeah, correct. For production point of view.
Yeah. See, then that case, okay, you don't even need a warehouse system at all.
No, understand. When we talk about the, like, no, our business point of view, one we will call as a manufacturing unit. This manufacturing unit, like I have a plant, I have a storage.
See, I'll tell you one thing. Okay, Satya, let me clarify to you two things here. If you are doing the manufacturing, and for that manufacturing, the raw materials are supplied by you only, then you need to have a WM system.
Yeah, I agree. That's why, yeah. So
Okay.
this WM, I want
otherwise, okay, let's take that, okay, I need the raw materials, but these raw materials are, okay, I don't bother, okay, this production order, I just create a Kanban, but let the vendor, okay, supply from wherever he supplies it, okay.
Yeah.
I don't bother about the WM system here.
Yes, Rina, that's I got a point. What we are doing it here for manufacturing unit, I will go for ECC WM.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
for
that's
high
enough
volume,
for you.
yeah, that's why for high volume DC, we have a two choice. One is the EWM, one is the Manhattan.
Yeah.
Maybe since 3-4 years we are struggling for a performance point of view, everything with the SAP. We was doing an SAP ECC, and then we feel, okay, can we go for EWM, yes or no?
You can go always.
So something that was a high volume DC, that's like the reason was only like no, only productivity of the business was hampering with SAP.
Yeah.
You're saying high volume. I mean, I'm saying, you know, even I have talked to different SAP or EWM clients. So everybody is embracing EWM. Whosoever is running, they're embracing. They're going for EWM. Even some of the rollouts, they're switching from classical SAP WM to EWM. So whatever WM can do, EWM certainly can do, and can do much better with more functionalities. So I don't understand, like, why are we comparing Manhattan, WM and EWM? And why we are...
That's why, like, if are we very clear, if I can manage my business with WM, I will not go for EWM.
Why not? There are constraints. There are constraints where, see, SAP WM is at such a stage that it is maxed out. It cannot be developed furthermore. Requirements cannot be accommodated.
Correct. Agree.
See, Satya, it's always, okay, one thing. You want to have a small thing or you want to have a sophisticated thing only, okay?
Yeah, correct.
So, okay, there's nothing like, okay, hard and fast rule. See, when I say the ERP world, okay, I can run my business with a paper, or I can run business with Excel sheet, or I can run with the ERP suite, okay?
Simple. For example, I very small example that let's say, I mean, you're producing something today.
Yeah.
And part of it you are receiving today, part of it you are receiving tomorrow, part of it you are receiving after 10 days. Now, when you are actually running the stock removal rule, how would you do that in classical WM? Classical WM, there is no, you know, the production date is the same, the GR date is different. So you cannot filter down your 3 different GR dates based on the production date. The EWM does give you that small thing by maintaining that catalog thing, access sequence.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. Something like EWM has more functionality.
Correct. And I would.
And it is not like it will be.
We had very big discussions with the business to convince them to, you know, go away from SAP WM to EWM. We understand that EWM is more complex, more detailed, and it will take time for you. Yeah, but it is the way to go.
Some business. That's why in some business scenario we can go for EWM. It is very good tool. I want to share with you because something talk about the Manhattan and all. At least is giving functionality of 7, and WM we hardly have a 2.
See, Satya, one thing I'll tell you, okay, even in my system, okay, we have, okay, almost like, okay, 10 warehouses, okay, see, Satya. Now, some 2 big warehouses, okay, which are very critical for the business, okay, we maintain it with EWM, some we maintain with HighGem, some we maintain with the Manhattan Red Parry systems.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, I think you
So-
got the point. Yeah.
Now I have still ERP, I have all the systems also, but it depends on how I want to do my business. See, slowly hardware is improving, everything slowly.
Yeah.
All the companies' aim is that they want to bring everything into a single platform.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's like a lot of companies have the same motive.
Yeah, so that is the
Single
only
platform
thing.
is the best one.
Exactly. So they want to bring everything. Why actually? See, earlier they went into high jump or earlier they went with Manhattan is because some of the functionalities which they expect is not available in the standard ERP packages.
Yeah.
And rather than building, see, there is always one thing is a trade-off. Building a custom development in ABAP or buying a ready-made package which is already available and make an interface to SAP.
Yeah.
See, that is why if you look at in the SAP Echo partner space, earlier high jump and all these are partners to SAP. But SAP slowly build all these things, and then they put it as part of the product also. See, if you look at the 10 years back or 15 years back, there was no APO. 16 years back.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so we always used to do the planning in the IT tool or the JDA tool, and then we used to get back the data. But slowly SAP started to implement APO, and then R3 data they pushed directly to APO.
Yeah, correct.
See, it all depends on but now the clients what they do is that they use the different system for planning, but we create only the STO through the BAPI in the ECC. That's all we do.
Yeah.
So it depends on how much flexibility you want it. Suppose let's take this example. I want to have a time series forecasting, or if I want to have advanced forecast like the genetic algorithms which is not available in the APO, I have to go for the different JDA tools only.
Yeah.
So it all depends on what exactly you want it. Then it is not available.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm also thinking. Maybe like after 2-3 years, if the new version of EWM is coming, it will be like more closer to the Manhattan. I think, correct?
I can say that now itself is almost closer, but it is missing the vehicle scheduling, those things, palletization. But I can say that once the product is successful, they build everything and then they can push it as much as.
Yeah, that's why when we are thinking for Manhattan, we have to think for this point also. Like maybe after 3-4 years, this product will be more matured, and that's maybe like comparable to.
It's already matured, I can say.
Yeah, something maybe like you can talk with the best one. Something like people can bet on it. Okay. Talk about the Manhattan. Yes, it's
suppose see if you are taking these decisions, ARM always produces the software comparison. Look at in the ARM, the industry newsletter, or in the Ernst & Young newsletter, you can find it out. The ARM always publishes that which product is doing good in the market, why it is lagging, everything. They publish a research summary. Just rely on that thing. Nothing else.
Okay, good.
That's the industry standard,
Yeah.
Because those are words, not told by me or not by SAP. They compare every product, and then they give the reviews to each product,
Yeah, I agree.
Then you can compare it, which is good.
Yeah.
That's the best thing I can say.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Okay.
So I think it's a good talk. I think Srini, thanks for giving time to me.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll see tomorrow. Day after tomorrow.
I have shared a mail to you, to my mail ID. So
I'll send. I got it. Okay, yeah.
Good.
Hey, Srini,
okay.
Whenever you get a time, please take a look on my problem.
Which one? That one?
The one that I sent you through mail.
Is it like a warehouse? The pallet and these things. Let us try with the weight. If the weight is not available, we can trigger this SPLT exception internally, and then we can see that thing also.
Okay.
Yeah, we can try in the system itself. First SPLT exception, how it is working.
Okay.
And then we'll see that.
You gave me a good idea using that exception code.
Yeah.
Because we do have a process where we want to, pick whatever is available and then immediately create another task for the remaining items.
Yeah, that is available in the standard.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't know that, so now I know. I will try to do it this week.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
No problems. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Yeah.
All right, guys.
Hey, Suraj here.
Okay, Srini. Good night, Srini.
Yes, Suraj. Yeah, good night.
Can you send these text files today for last 3 class?
Yeah, I can do that thing. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just compiling that. That's all.
No issues.
And some of the things I forget it many times. So.
Yep. I can do that thing. No issues. Yeah.
Thank you, Srini.
Okay, Suraj. Yeah, no issues.
Yeah.